Hello, look at this, something different. I've really set this shot up wrong because I've got really bad backlighting, but hey, it wouldn't be our channel. It is the occasional vlog, slightly different this week though. So I'd said, I think, last week that we were probably going to the zoo this weekend, but we're probably going to not go to the zoo this weekend, which left us not really doing anything. So I thought, let's do things a little bit different for once. Yeah, so it is. I was just looking, and it is nearly 10 years since we started the channel. And I say we started the channel because our YouTube channel as an account is probably more like 11 or 12 years old, because when we first started planning to go to Florida for our first Florida trip, we basically signed up for YouTube and started watching vlogs, and we watched Crispy S'more, Steph and Jeff, That Sounds Fun. We watched some American ones, a few from the Cheap Seats, the Trackers, stuff like that, and just to build our idea up of like what we wanted to do while we were in Florida for our Disney World trip, for our first trip ever, because there's obviously a lot of planning with Disney World trips, and we hadn't really got an idea of where we were going to play it or anything like that. But as we watched more and more of these videos, we were like, wouldn't it be fun if we made videos of our holiday as like the first ever Disney World trip that we ever did? Wouldn't it be fun to capture those memories forever? So we thought, yeah, let's do it. Let's have a go at it, because I'd actually had, it was my third YouTube channel. I have two others, one of which is empty now, and one of which has a few zoo videos, including some of the first footage of the Chester Zoo Islands project, the Members Day and stuff like that. But yeah, we thought, let's do one for our Florida stuff. So we set up the Mark and Jem channel. We didn't put a lot of thought into the name of the channel. It was literally, well, my name's Mark and Jem is Jem, so we'll call the channel Mark and Jem. So it's 10 years now. 4th of December 2014 was the first video. So I thought, I noticed a few people have talked about this. Let's talk about what YouTube has meant to us and what effect it's had, and even what we've earned and stuff like that could be quite useful information for people who may be thinking about setting up a channel. So we started with the Centre Park videos, and it was like a practice run, and we bought a Panasonic TZ60 camera. I read some reviews online that it was pretty good, and it was cheaper than the G7X. The Mark 1 at that point I think would have been the camera of choice for a lot of vloggers. But yeah, we went for the Panasonic. I remember buying it and getting an extended warranty on it. And then when we did our first Florida trip, just as we were walking along in Epcot, as we got off the boat, a raindrop went plop and landed in the microphone and killed the microphone on one channel. So that was one time when I got an extended warranty that I was glad of it. Well, yeah, we went up to Centre Parks. We uploaded some videos, and now, I'm just looking at it now, 646 views on that video, which was quite surprising over the years. I wonder if that's like people go back and go, I wonder where they started the channel. So if you've done that recently, I apologise, because it's blooming awful, that video. The first video does have a comment on it, so let's give a shout out to that person. I don't know if they're a regular viewer or not. They're called Seriously Creepy, and they said, I love the lemurs. I love the lemurs too, they're great, aren't they? But since then, we've uploaded about 628 videos since we started the channel. That's quite a lot, isn't it? And if we look at analytics, let's stick it on lifetime, we have had, and I'm quite excited about this, 984,721 views, which means we're pushing towards 1 million views. On the scheme of things, I watch channels that get 1 million views in a video, and it took us 10 years, so slow and steady wins the race. I don't think we'll win any races, but we've earned 1,700 quid on the videos. We've gained 3,500 subscribers and 151,000 hours of people watching our videos, and I would imagine I'm probably a good chunk of that, because I do watch a lot of them back. But yeah, YouTube does give you loads of analytical tools. I'm not going to go through all of them because there's a lot of them. But yeah, we can talk about the channel and what we did and why and how we came about doing it. Obviously, I've mentioned already. We saw a lot of people doing sort of Florida vlogs, and we kind of thought, it might be useful to other people. But more importantly, I think for us, and it has been always the way, and certainly we've pushed more towards that as the channel's gone on. We want it to be like memories for us to watch back. So when I say, I make a good chunk of that watch time in hours, that's true because I always watch our videos back. Like every year since we've recorded, and I watched the whole series, all the Florida videos, back through in full. And even now, sometimes I'll go back and watch like some of the occasional vlogs just to go under what we were doing at that time. So that's been like probably one of the main benefits of running a YouTube channel for 10 years. As far as talking about money and that, I mean, we obviously 1,700 quid over 10 years isn't a lot of money. If we were talking, we never did it for money, because if we were doing it for money, we'd have probably quit a long time ago. Just because we've probably, I'm just trying to think now. We bought a GoPro Hero 3 for 150 quid. We bought a GoPro Hero 7 for about 300. We got a DJI Osmo Action for about 300, so that's 750 quid just on GoPros. We bought the original Panasonic camera, which I can't remember how much that was, so we'll say 300 quid. We bought a G7X, that was probably getting on for 500, but for the sake of argument we'll say 400. And then this camera here is the ZV-1, the Sony, so that's another £400-500. So I think we've probably there or thereabouts broke even on cameras, maybe not, maybe so, but it's not too bad, I guess. And to be honest, having said all that, we don't use those cameras anymore. This is the first time I've used this one since actually Mert and Mia, because it was a windy day and this has got the dead cat on it. Dead cat, if you're interested, is one of these little doodads that sits on top of your camera. I've not got product display mode turned on this camera for reasons of it ruined the vlog series. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that just muffles the wind when you're walking along. Useful to have if you're planning on going anywhere, like cruises and stuff like that, and you're planning on filming on deck, because it will dissipate the wind and just make you sound a little bit better. But yeah, nowadays, generally when I'm vlogging, I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, which I'm not going to include in the cost of running the channel, I guess expenses as they were, because I would have probably bought a phone anyway. I'd have probably just not bought like the top of the range Samsung, because I didn't need to film on. And to be honest, I think you can start with any phone modern now, which is really good, to be honest. Things like people using iPhones now like are doing better quality videos than we were using with the G7Xs years ago, much better. It's the stability as well. The image stability of the modern phones is really good, because they're using software stability, but you can take a lot of the shakiness out, and that's what I find with the ZV-1 is it doesn't have very good stability at all. So it's on a tripod now, which is fine, but when I'm walking around the parks, if I'm using this, I can tell. So I've basically retired all of the main hand cameras now. I am toying with getting the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 gimbaled camera. I just like that form factor. It's super small and tiny, but it doesn't have dead cats on the microphones. You'd have to do a workaround with that or use external microphones. As far as our vlogging channel, I went for simplicity over everything else. So a lot of people will be potentially using gimbaled cameras, external audio, lapel mics. You'll see a lot of people using those little DJI mics now. I wanted ours to be very inobtrusive. So, like if I'm walking along in a park and someone's going, oh look, it's a vlogger, I don't particularly like that. I'd rather just be, I'm just filming my holiday on my camera, you know what I mean? I don't mind if people come up and say, we've watched your videos. In fact, I love when people come up and say, we've watched your videos. It has happened more times than I ever expected. Unbelievable amount of times. It's been a lot of fun. I think I remember being in Florida in 2018. 2019 it was the trip when we did Galaxy's Edge for the first time. And I don't think a day went by on that trip where someone didn't come up and say hello to us. And when people have come up and said hello to us, it's been like some people come up to us and they're quite apologetic about it, and it's like, you know, we're not big vloggers, so we really appreciate the interaction. And you know, we've sat and had drinks with people, we've become friends with people. You know, we one time went on our last trip, we gave people a lift back to the hotel because they were going to call a taxi. It was like, we've got the truck there, we'll take you back. So it's always been fun doing that, you know, and I think we've been very lucky because I know there's a lot of negativity online with interactivity with YouTube channels, but I think we've been very lucky in that I could probably count on two hands the amount of negative comments we've ever had, which has been really fantastic. You know, we get downvotes, every videos get downvotes. So in that respect, as far as our YouTube channel, we've been really lucky, but we've tried to keep it as real as we can as well. I will say, you probably noticed at this point that I don't have a script for this video. I never do scripts. It's all off the cuff, off the top of my head. I just like it. I prefer it that way. I prefer to just be like stream of conscious, chatting about what we've done with the channel and stuff like that, rather than running through a list of items, because I feel like if I do that, it'll start to fall into that robotic, when I'm like in my voice, it won't work as well. So it will be a mess and all over the place. Yeah, looking at stats, I'm just thinking about now our most watched video. You'll have to excuse me because YouTube's analytics can be buggy. Our most watched video is the cute cat and kitten play fighting. 12 seconds of Pixie and Archie just fighting over there in the corner. 49,945 views. That's wild. That's a short. I can tell you that earned us about £3 if you're interested in the money. The most popular video we recorded as a full video is the 2017 travel day, and I remember the channel at that point was on an upswing. You know, we were getting a lot of views, and to give you an idea of what that means, I think it's people do ask about the money, and it's quite interesting. That meant we earned £45 off that video, which is pretty decent, you know. I was watching a video the other day doing a breakdown of like sort of 50-ish thousand views on a video, and they had pulled in $300 odd, I think, or something like that. Mainly because they ran mid-rolls on that video. I don't run mid-rolls on our video, with exception of if they get over 40 minutes, I will put in a mid-roll. Just because our channel's so small and we're not doing it for the money at all. I don't really want to annoy the viewers. So if you're watching our videos, you'll get ads at the beginning, ads at the end, and banner ads. But you very rarely will get ads as the video goes along. And there's multiple ways of doing that. So a lot of channels, like I've seen people say, oh, we don't have any control over mid-rolls. But you do. You can place mid-rolls wherever you want in the videos. And I have done that in hours in the past. But yeah, that's our most popular video. And around that time, I think, was the time when we started. So we had started the channel, and the view was that we were only going to do our Florida vlogs. And then maybe occasionally do, like, I think we did Comic-Cons. We did the occasional zoo visit. And then we just sort of, like, said, well, maybe we do some, like, weekend bits and bobs here and there, you know, just to keep the channel running. Because the last thing we wanted was the channel to lose any momentum that it might have gained. Because, you know, as much as we say we do the videos for us, it is really good fun when people interact and watch the videos and you get feedback and you get to chat to people. And if no one watched the videos, then it probably very quickly become, well, why are we uploading them? We'll just keep them for ourselves. So we started to do, I think we tried to do weekly vlogs. And we very quickly found that if we called our weekly vlogs, we felt tied into doing them. So then we quickly moved over to the occasional vlog. And as soon as we called them the occasional vlogs, we started doing them more regularly. So they became less occasional. But I just kind of kept the name because I liked it so much. But we did the 2015 Florida trip. That was the one with the splash screen for the thumbnail and the ding, 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 ding. Which I'm kind of tempted to go back to using that music every now and then because I do like that, and it was kind of like a theme of the channel. And then I remember 2015, we also started to do our first attempt at sort of regular content because it was the era of Vlogmas, which is all the way through December, you do one vlog a day. And we very quickly realised that we didn't have the time or the capacity to do one vlog a day. And without getting too negative, it kind of became a little bit cursed for us. For reasons where if you watch them back, you'd find out. So we decided after a while that we weren't going to do Vlogmas anymore. So what we do now is the Yule vlog. The pun being Yule log. And I think that fits us better. And it's literally just this vlog, but occasionally we'll throw some more Christmassy bits in there. It just carries on and flows neater like that, you know. But yeah, we did what? So Florida-wise, we did 2015. 2016 was the year that Gemma celebrated her 40th birthday. We did Keys to the Kingdom on that trip. My sister came along. We stayed in a villa. I love that series. That one didn't get a huge amount of views. Never has. 2017... For some reason, that one really struck with people, and it's still one of my favourites. It's probably the reason, isn't it? One of my favourite trips that we did. It was me, Gemma, yellow Mustang, having loads of fun on iDrive. We kind of felt like, and it probably still is the case, but we used to feel like iDrive as a location was underserved as a vlogging location. So that was the time when we first decided, right, we're going to do vlogging on iDrive in the evenings. We're going to go, this is where we've eaten. This is where we've had beers. And that was really more popular for us. As I said, the most popular travel day we ever uploaded. So then at that point we were like, great, the channel's actually growing, we might be able to do something with this. And we did our 2018 trip, which was the anniversary trip, and that was the really, really rainy one. I think I've mentioned that a load of times. What happened on that trip, there was a tropical storm off the coast of Florida, and it just kept putting swathes of rain over the state for the whole 2 weeks we were there. So we were very wet. 2019 was a trip where we spoiled ourselves. We went twice in 2019. Because we were looking to do a week somewhere. I can't remember where it was. We were looking to do a week holiday at the beginning of the year. And we just went, it's not actually going to be that much to just do a quick iDrive trip. So we booked it. And then the 2019 Galaxy's Edge was rumoured to be opening, so we took a risk and booked the November trip. So that's the other trip that year. And it turned out to be kind of good moves in that respect, because we got 2 good Florida trips then. And then sadly the year after, obviously, as we all know, lockdown kicked in and we couldn't travel anymore. We were lucky that we got our Disneyland Paris trip in. And I remember seeing the signs that things were going to start to go a bit wrong at the airport while we were coming back from that trip, and it was literally as we got back, lockdown started to happen. And that was when our channel, I think, pitched from being travel to being lifestyle vlogger. And I hate that term, but I guess that's what it is. Basically vlogging your weekend activities and so on and so forth, because we couldn't go anywhere, we couldn't do anything. So we thought, well, we'll just record what we get up to at home at the weekends. And those views, the views for those videos are now at sort of some of them are getting into the 1,000, which for us, small channel, really good. And I think people really liked those videos because it gave them a bit of an escape from what we've spoken to people who've told us this. It gave them a bit of an escape from what they were up to over the weekend, just to see what someone else was doing. And that was when we solidly did start to do that every week without fail. And we if we had a week off, people would be like, "Oh, I missed you," And that was really nice. And then of course we then built back towards things start to get back to the new normal. And we moved back to being able to travel again. So of course we went down to Cornwall. We decided then we'd like to increase the scope of the channel to cover any holidays that we did, not just our Florida ones. So I guess we've always kind of done that, but we just primarily went to Florida for quite a while. But we started to go further afield. We did the cruise, we did our Spain videos, we did Cornwall, the Lake District videos we've just done. And maybe not as many people watch those, but again, if we're doing the videos like that, it's for us ultimately. So it's nice to watch them back. And I feel like with the Florida stuff now as well, it's not what it was. So and there are channels that are doing really well from it, don't get me wrong. But like for a small channel like ours, I know that we will do videos of our next Florida trip, but I know that they won't get the views that the 2017 one got or the 2018 one got. It's just the way it is. I guess the market is flooded. There's better channels for finding out your news and your updates, like really good stuff out there. And for me, it draws out too long when I upload those videos. Like, I think when you're uploading like a Christmas video in February, it's like, who's really going to want to watch this now? We've all done Christmas. We're fed up of it. So that's why you probably might have seen with like the Norway videos and the lakes videos that I tried to just get them out as quick as possible. As quick as I can do it, which was turned out to be 1 or 2 a week, admittedly, so not that quick. But that moves you away from, I think our Halloween video went live at Christmas and our Christmas video went live, as I say, in February. I'm getting battery anxiety now because I can see the battery slowly wearing down. I'm not used to using this camera. So let's talk about some other bits about the channel, some favourite things that have happened that I've done on the channel. Obviously the trips, the 2017 trip, capturing memories like that have been absolutely fantastic, you know. And when I look back through, even like the occasional vlogs and things like that, we've captured like memories of pets that are no longer with us that, you know, we wouldn't have captured otherwise. And it's nice to look back on those. And even just like the stuff that I never edited, you know, but I recorded it because it might have been in a vlog, you know what I mean? Just stuff like that, capturing those sorts of things you just can't replace has been really rewarding because you've always got a camera in your pocket. You're always ready to go, you know. And weird things that you capture, you know, like little events and like I guess like favorite things that we've done, like when we did the 2018 trip to Disney World for our wedding anniversary, I had always had this silly thing where I wanted a mariachi band to serenade me, and I thought that's never going to happen. It's one of those, you know, those silly bucket list items that'll never happen. And sure enough, we were walking through the Mexico Pavilion and got dragged up onto the stage by the mariachi band, who then proceeded to sing for us. And I was like, what are the chances of this ever happening? It's amazing. And then I captured it on vlog as well because we were there. And then it got content ID because they were that good. YouTube knew what song they were singing and tried to credit it to the original artists. I thought that was very, very funny. So I had to edit the thing down just to be able to fit that in, you know. And it's just been so much fun doing stuff like that and watching back stuff like that. It just makes me smile every time. Even I'm working on a video, a little sort of highlights reel for the 10th anniversary of the first video going live, and I've been picking through memories and stuff and just watching some of the stuff. It's just been so much fun to just see it, you know. And catch up on it again. I was practically bawling yesterday because I was like, oh, I remember that, it was amazing. And you know, just documenting things and like documenting the lockdown and that, because you know, years to come, people won't understand what happened. You know, youngsters will hear about it, but they won't realise what happened then and what we had to do to just come together and help everyone get through it. And we captured our little world view of it, you know, and it's only one view, but it illustrates what went on quite well, you know. Happy times getting Pixie and Reggie joining the family. Just the video when we're filming Pixie and I go, oh, she's so cute. She makes cute noises while she's eating, and then she immediately starts eating food and going, meow, 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 meow. She's doing it. It's like, oh, that's amazing. She made me so happy. I could go through some tips and tricks as well of vlogging, because I just said I was getting battery anxiety because the battery was running out, and then it ran out, even though it's showing half full. One of my tips is always be careful with third-party, not branded batteries. They don't last as long as the proper Sony ones. We're in a race against time now as to whether some more Sony batteries can charge in time for me to finish this vlog. One other thing I'm quite proud about with the channel is documenting, you know, Chester Zoo visits that we've done, because some of these, look, this one's got 9,183 views, 2 trips in September and October. That's the one where, what happened with that video, I think if I look at the analytics, someone else had a trending video for Chester Zoo. And Chester Zoo YouTube does this thing where it goes, oh, you've watched that video, maybe you'll like this video, and it recommended ours on the back of theirs, and because theirs was viral, ours in one day got 2,000 views. You can see it there on the metrics, which was quite impressive. We picked up a few subscribers, and there you go, another idea of the kind of money you earned. Off 9,000 views, we got £8. But, you know, if you have a bigger channel, you can see how people make a living off it. You know, if they're getting, 70, 80,000 views a day and they're doing a daily vlog. I'm not naming channels, but there's channels we watch that do that, you can make it probably a decent living off that, and fair play to them, But I'm really happy that we've documented the zoo like that, because I know that people pore over old photos of the zoo. And, other places like tourist places that are like that, like theme parks or, even just, towns and cities, people pore over old photos because they find it interesting. What was it like back then? And while we've posted those videos now and you're like, well, it's Chester Zoo, we can go there tomorrow. In 10 years' time, it'll have changed. And some of our videos now are 10 years old, so we're actually showing what the zoo looked like 10 years ago, and it doesn't look like that anymore. And I'm kind of proud of that, I feel like that'll be a useful resource in years to go. How has the zoo improved? How has it changed? What was it like before the new Africa section opened, which is, next year? What was it like? What was the old monsoon forest like? On my other channel, we have video footage of the inside of the old monsoon forest before the fire, and then it was redeveloped. As it happens, it was very similar. But, the footage is there. You can see that. So yeah, I'm really pleased that we did that, and I'm really pleased when I watch back our videos of our lives. It's like, what were we like 10 years ago when I didn't have a beard, and when I did have a beard, it was not grey and things like that. That's kind of fun to watch back. It's been really good fun. Anyway, I think I've waffled enough. This video is probably getting on for 20 minutes long already. But yeah. It's been fun to have a chat and a catch up, and I hope some people have found this useful. As far as this weekend's weekly vlog, I'm going to carry on. I'm just going to move over to the standard format for the rest of the occasional vlog. There probably won't be a huge amount going on though, because we aren't planning on cooking much this weekend, and we are going to see my mum. She doesn't know it yet, but we're going to go see my mum tomorrow because Gemma's feeling loads better now. She was probably loads better last weekend, but we just held off going and seeing my mum just in case, because I don't want to make other people sick. So we went to the pub instead in town. Well, yeah, she's feeling loads better, so we did promise my parents we'd go over and see them, so we'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, we'll crack on. Thanks for watching this part of the vlog, and it's now over to the occasional vlog. Back to the occasional vlog. I don't know what that other bloke was whinging about with all that YouTube malarkey. It is Saturday. I'm just looking out in the garden because we haven't seen Cat since last Wednesday. He's been gone for over a week now. I'm a little bit worried about him. I kind of am of the opinion one day he's not going to come back because he's a stray cat. But I kind of the opinion, I've convinced myself in my head that because he came back with a nice neat new haircut over the summer, towards the end of summer, that someone else has been feeding him and has maybe had more luck than I had with trying to befriend him. Which kind of does stand, because our neighbour was saying she was able to get quite close to him. So I'm hoping that that's probably what's happened to him. He has disappeared for weeks on end before and just turned up as if nothing ever happened. So you never know, we might see him again. Just watering my plant. I've got a little task I want to do today. But it does mean going out into the shed to try and find a craft knife, because I want to... The old rug that we used to have in the lounge, the purple one, has been sat in the garden now for about a month, and it's starting to get mossy. I want to get rid of it, so I want to cut it up and throw it in the bin. But I need to go and find a craft blade to do, like a Stanley knife to do that, which I bought a brand new one when I was doing the garden patio area, and I've now misplaced it. So yeah, I need to go and find that. Mission successful, and I am wearing some cut resistant gloves for this because I don't want to put myself in a hospital. Made short work of that. Still got all 11 fingers and thumbs. The other little task I've been doing as well is I've used some oven cleaner on parts of the old oven that I want to keep, because the new one only comes with one rack and the grill. And I'm like, well, why would we throw away the old grill and racks? Because they're all still good. There's only metal. So I'm going to give it a bit of a spruce up and see if I can make them look a bit neater. The old oven goes on Monday. Kind of ironically well timed that I ordered that. It would have been Thursday night I cooked for us and put some mushrooms in the oven for like 20 odd minutes, and it didn't come up to temperature the whole time. So I think it's finally on its last legs. Either that or the bulb that indicates that it's gone up to full temperature has failed, which is entirely possible. But yeah, that's that one done. And that should come Monday, so we should then have a nice new oven. I've just gone for like a really basic one because we don't use the oven a lot now. We only use it for cooking like a joint of meat for like Sunday roast or whatever. We generally use air fryers nowadays, so yeah, I just went for the fairly basic one. It wasn't the cheapest, but I went for one that was quite shallow because otherwise it won't fit in our kitchen because of the gas hob. But it's one of them you can install yourself. It's just on a plug, and when Amazon deliver it, they will take away the old one, so that's quite convenient. Other than that, not really much to report on the occasional vlog front. Things are fairly quiet at the minute. There's a squirrel on the shed roof. Quite funny watching the squirrel in the garden. The neighbour's cat's been trying to chase him. Has had no success. And even the ragdoll cat that's a few doors down has been trying to chase the squirrels, which is entertaining to watch. Typically while I'm studying vlogging, I haven't seen any, but the new bird seed feeder has been very popular with the local birds. We've had blue tits and coal tits visiting there on a daily basis. Robins and starlings. Those the fat ball feeder there on the left at the top. The starlings decimated that the other day. There was like a whole gang of them came in. I do love starlings though, they're such funny birds. Spot of lunch today. Got some chicken drumsticks. These are that jerk spice that we bought a few months back. I just threw a load of that in a bag with these. I had a few last night for my tea. They're really, really good with the spices on it. Some of the best jerk spice I've had. It does occur to me that I should... Why does it look like I've got a comb over? I mean, I kind of have, but I should probably tell you what spices. It does occur to me that I should probably tell you what spices they are. They're these ones. They're really good quality. I don't even know if you can still get them, to be honest. I haven't seen them in a little while. Apparently they're from South Africa. Premier Foods. That's Premier Foods as rub spices. I think we bought 3 different ones a little while back, and that Caribbean jerk spice rub is really good. We do have like a pot in the fridge of a jerk spice, but if you use anything more than a tiny amount, it's just too hot. Important update for people who shop. People who shop, that's everyone, isn't it? Tim Tams are now available in the UK. If you've been to Australia, you'll know. They're basically like penguin biscuits, but they're really nice. I just basically told Gemma to get me all the flavours. Also, unrelated note, look at this idiot here. He's sat waiting for birds to land on the bird feeder. It's our neighbour's cat. He's very, very sweet. It's the one we thought was a stray. Look, isn't he cute? He's got the most, like, shocked, stern look on his face at all times as well. Look, he's moved. He always looks at me like this when he's in the garden. He's proper stern looking. Very pretty cat, though. Bit of a jump cut, but we're in camp. I'm grabbing a beer. I went for Howling Hops Party Wave. What have you got?
Number 4.
Number 4.
No, number 6. Howling Hops. Number 4, Centennial.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Yes, yeah.
Good. Gemma's home. We're ordering takeout tonight, so I didn't have any tea to hand you. Yeah, I bought you a ghost
So look,
cushion, didn't I?
all the little tassels are also good.
I didn't notice that when I picked it up.
They're very cute. It's a nice squishy pillow.
Yep, I got you a couple of ghost candle holders as well.
You did.
And these are cat toys because when the cats did come down with fleas, we got rid of all our old toys because they were all a bit rotten. Apart from a few, so one of the bananas still exists. That's Archie's favourite toy, so I need to stitch that one.
We bought them some new stuff.
Yeah, and Gemma got them some new fish and things. But I also got them some mice because they really like playing with these mice. And they came like this, all sort of squished together.
They're vacuum packed.
Yeah. And I also got them a couple more bananas as well. But we'll give them to them another day. We've realised Pixie's very interested. What do you think? We can get some life into them. They're still a bit squished. So we'll give you 3 of these now, because there should be 6 in the pack. There's 1 each, and then we can keep the other 3 for another day. And I'm sure at some point they'll realise these are toys and play with them. Oh, Pixie's not that bothered. Oh, I think Reggie likes them. You're already picking them up. Maybe not. No, they'll get used to them. They'll play with them as the night goes on. Oh, I think these mice are... they're a hit with Archie, but he did just flip one of them at Gemma. And Pixie's now playing with a mouse in this box, which is a favourite thing to do at the minute. They all like this box. And now Gemma's got some actual tea. The ordered Chinese takeaway. It looks good, doesn't it? Beef and green pepper. Sorry. We ordered some ribs and wings as well. Is it good? And they gave us some brown crackers this time as well. Yeah, it's a different Chinese that we've ordered from a couple of times now. That they actually do delivery. The place we normally get from doesn't do delivery, so we started using this one. Good morning. It is Sunday. Just doing some breakfast. We're having some sausage patties. Breakfast pork patties. Very healthy. There's a lot of red logos on there. I'm also just heating up the oven because I did mention that our oven had started to go on the blink the other day. Obviously it's been broken for a while, but sorry, I'm just turning the tap off. But it got worse. We bought a chicken to do in the oven. So now I'm like, can I get the oven up to temperature? If not, we'll just have to wait on the chicken and have a pasta meal for tea. It's currently on 4 of 5. Our oven has like 5 little lights, and when it gets up to the 5th one, it's up to temperature. So we'll keep an eye on that. Anyway, sausage patties. Phew, it actually did get up to temperature alright, so we can cook dinner on it. It completely slipped my mind that would be a problem. Anyway, chicken for dinner then. Gemma did just raise the point as well. We've got all the stuff in for a roast dinner, but we bought a salt and pepper chicken. So maybe we'll just do it with chips or roasties or something. What do we like? It's like I'm eating a big burger for my breakfast, only it's sausage meat. Hello.
Hello.
It's Sunday evening now, isn't it? We did a bit of a jump because we went over and saw my parents. Had a nice afternoon catching up. Dinner's in now, isn't it?
Yeah.
The last ride for the oven. I'm quite emotional about it, I think. But we have kind of messed up again in that we have to deinstall the oven before tomorrow morning at 7 AM. So we need to cook a chicken in it, let it cool down, and then deinstall it.
I'll be fine.
Deinstall. That's an Amazon word for you.
It is, yeah.
What are you up to on your phone? It's so engrossing that you can't talk to us.
Nothing. Playing a game.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm only joking, don't we? Pixie's here, look. Hello, Pix.
And a box. The infamous box.
Yeah. This box is like the favourite thing at the minute. And that box there, we ordered food from the takeaway, the same one we ordered last night, but a few weeks ago. And they delivered it in that box, and the cats loved it so much the box has stayed.
I know. We've got a toy box now.
What are you doing? You can tell that the winter is on its way because I'm cold. Got the heating on, but the house is freezing. Let's just check the heating's running properly, shall we? Ow! It is. Well, it's dinner time. We went with the herby, waffly potatoes, chips, the salt and pepper chicken, and a bun. Yeah, we didn't eat the veggies that we bought because wouldn't really go with the salt and pepper chicken. But it looks really good. It's new oven time. Now we need to fit it. Hope it fits. Mm-hmm. There we go. Gemma's head's in the way, but it's all in.
Sorry, I'm just...
That's all right. Just need to figure it out.
It's fine because it's on.
Yeah, I've just put it on light at the moment.
And then
so
there's where your temperatures are.
Yeah, that's
different. And then you set your timer there.
Yeah.
So you just set your timer in the middle.
We just need to get used to it. It did come with like your usual grill pan and griddle and a shelf. And I kept the 2 shelves of the old oven so that we'll have 3 shelves. Because everyone said, but 1 shelf isn't enough. And yeah, we probably agree with that. And we kicked things off early today because we were... Well, I woke up at 7 o'clock going, ooh, better get ready just in case. And it was like 7 stops away. And I rushed around the house and got ready. And then checked again. Still 7 stops away. Because they were in Lee. Because obviously they're not doing the same Amazon deliveries that you normally get. They were doing just like appliances. But it is now 9:13, so I didn't need to rush up at 7. That's that sorted anyway. We need something to cook in it. The chicken that we cooked yesterday would have been perfect. Well, it's Monday evening now, isn't it, Gem? Gemma's putting our tea on. We're going to have some pasta. Some filled pasta and some garlic bread. It should be nice. Not using our new oven.
No.
That oven will not get used probably now until the weekend. We might pick something up to cook in it as the week goes on, actually, because we do have a load of veggies that we were supposed to have with the chicken yesterday. You'll have to excuse me here, I just fell asleep on the couch with a cat on my lap, which I do like doing that. It's a nice time, and it's very cold outside, so it was appreciated having a little hot water bottle lying on me. I was sitting there and I'm like, while I was working, I was like, really cold. And I checked on the Nest and it was 17 degrees in the house. So I put the boiler up, try and get some warmth in, because apparently it's going to snow tomorrow, which is exciting. And I have just bled a radiator, which had apparently got full of air as well. So all exciting stuff. Lots of housework typey things this weekend. I also fitted the extractor fan in the bathroom yesterday. I forgot to mention that in the video. So yeah, been very productive. Anyway, as we're carrying on into the towards the end of the week now, this vlog will probably be winding down, but we'll probably, if we do anything interesting, show you a couple of clips or whatever. And that dinner looks lovely, honey, thank you.
It's okay.
Now I'm going to make it disappear. See? It's gone. Don't look over there. It's very dark, but I am reliably informed that it has indeed snowed. I'm also falling over shoes to try and stop the cat from getting out. Oh well. And there's a little Reggie monster down there trying to sneak out. He's very interested in the garden. And at some point I'd really, really like to build him a little catio. I'm just not sure how it's going to work with our garden. Well, it did indeed snow, but not too badly.
Do us a favour, just open the car so you can put me back down.
So I am indeed actually going to close off this occasional vlog now, because I've just realised there's quite a lot of editing involved, and we are busy on Wednesday, which is normally my editing day, so I've got to do it either tonight or Thursday, or probably both of them, to try and get it online so people can watch it. Because if I don't get it uploaded for Friday afternoon, I'll get told off. No, I'm joking. Anyway, it is still snowy outside, but the roads are fine, so Gemma has gone to work just fine this morning. I dropped her off. And I'm going to carry on working now. But as for this occasional vlog, stay to my wrist from my watch. yeah, as from this occasional vlog, it is over. Thank you for watching. Bit of a different one this week, but business as usual on the next one because we've got a busy weekend coming up with loads of stuff to do. So we'll see you in that one. So look after each other, and we'll catch up with you next week. Goodbye. And I'm still looking at the wrong side of the camera even after 10 years.